everyone. Welcome. Disconnected. Welcome back to Vagrant Story. We beat the game. Game done. Cool. Um, we beat the game. It was I don't even know that I want to say hard fought battle against the final boss. Annoying battle against Guildenstern. But it'd be what it be. I fucked up. I screwed up. I forgot that in New Game Plus, you lose all of your... You retain all of your equipment, all your skills, etc., etc., all your gems. You lose all of your miscellaneous inventory. So all of your healing items, any stat up items that you haven't used, thankfully we had used all of ours, and specifically all of your grimoires that you might not have used. So we lost a couple things there. Notably, we lost, I think, Frostguard. Frostguard is... We never used it, so... Whoops. The other things that we lost that I think we didn't have is we didn't use Poison Mist. That's kind of whatever, not really a big deal. We never used Meteor, which that kind of sucks. But then kind of maybe a little more notably is we didn't use a bunch of level 2s and a level 3 that we had access to. I think the level 3 was Avalanche, maybe? Not positive. But that kind of sucks. And so I was like, ooh, actually... So, what's the last save? Last save before the one I fudged was 41% of the map completed. Or no, it was more than that. It's more than that. I already saved over it because I was doing other stuff, but we can check real quick. It might be like 50 or 60% of the map completed. It's a lot. I didn't do a good job of cycling save slots. Yeah, it was around this scenario. It was around the 40-ish scenario. I am normally pretty good at that. But I did have save state before the final boss. So today I actually went in and I loaded that save state and I bounced the fuck out of there. I fucking left. And I used all those fucking grimoires and I was like, yeah, bitches. Fuck yeah. And that's how I actually figured out what I had missing, etc., etc. And then, yeah, you're like, hey, but this is more like an A. And then I went to save, and I was reminded at how finicky / wackadoo the saving system in this game is. And because I had clear save data and had already saved over basically the save slots were already fucked up, right? The save data on the memory card versus that save state were no longer compatible, and the game reads that as an error. And I think part of the way that the game is set up is it's set up to try to like prevent save storage duplication cheats, right? So in order to save that situation, the game was like, okay, the saves don't match. You can save. If you save, everything in your storage is deleted. And I was like, well, fuck. Like I said, like I'm pretty sure they have some like design mechanism in there, right, to prevent like storage, save, duplication stuff. Um, Realistically, I probably should have just gone for that because there's nothing in my storage that we really truly care about. And I wouldn't be able to carry over my inventory, so I wouldn't be able to put that into the storage anyways. And really, all the gear that we really care about is on us. But then I was just like, whatever, fuck it. All the spells we can re-get. You can get spells as random drops. We actually had that happen a number of times. So it's not like we will not be able to reacquire those grimoires, and really I think it's only Frostguard that we won't have for certain situations that maybe would be nice to have. But at the end of the day, whatever, it honestly not a big deal. So I just said fuck it and was like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk deleting something that we actually would want to keep in the hopes of getting a couple of these Grims actually, all said and done, and then having to go beat the boss again and get back here and blah 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 blah. So that was kind of like the little adventure I had today. But New Game Plus, what are we gonna do? Well, first up, probably all we're gonna do this run is we're probably going to try to just do a full exploration run in this particular situation. So no like real achievement hunting, though I assume that we will pick up like achievements for area completions, zone completions, and we'll probably pick up, I want to experiment with new weapons and things like that. Maybe do some weapon crafting once we get back to some of the better shops. But the initial part of the game is we're probably just going to kind of blow through things. Now, part of the way that works is that... Nope. Hey, yeah. So part of the way that works is we have to open all the chests again, because our fucking when you New Game Plus, all your shit gets reset, right? It does track, right? The highest map completion score that we've had is 82, but our current map completion score is 0%. Did I get any of the 15 chains for weapon types achievements? I think I did. I believe so. Chain high score. We got a 15, so we should have. I assume it was probably on sword. Yeah, I got it for something. Probably this run we're probably just gonna be very chill, very lackadaisical, rolling around and just trying to do like a full clear. We might not do a full clear, but we can get the golden key and what's the other key that we couldn't get I think it's the steel key, maybe? Or maybe we got the... I don't remember. I know the golden key we couldn't get previously, which gates us out of a couple of different locations. And then there are areas in the game that you're just gated out of until you complete the game, period, because once you have completed the game, it doesn't show it on our back, but we now have the Rude Inverse, right? So we have the Blood Sin, so we can unlock the doors that we have come across there. So anyways, that is to say, we're just gonna kind of like noodle through the game again, and snag all the shit, probably tossing a bunch of stuff as we go, and yeah, it'll be what it'll be. I think probably what I'm gonna do just to get us through this initial area is we're just gonna put on the Kranich one. And make sure it has a Braveheart in it. Wait. We have to steal a Braveheart from something else. Put a Braveheart in it, and then just shoot the shit out of things as we go. That'll give us a bunch of crossbow kills, so that'll be fun. Yeah. Our strength plus yeah, that's gonna be pretty easy. Zoom out. This is gonna be, especially tonight, since tonight, you know, it's just gonna be the initial part of the game. Probably, I'm not exactly like speed running things, but I'm gonna be skipping stuff. Bray fart? Is that supposed to be brain fart? Or are you actually meaning bray fart? I'm not sure what a bray fart is. Oh. Thanks. I hate it. Thanks. I hate it. You'll be here all week. Could you not? I'm actually kind of excited about Abyssus tomorrow. You know, we've seen that off and on for a little bit. I think that's been on our radars for quite some time. But yeah, I think it'll be 100% our style. Couple of negative reviews saying that runs get pretty similar, but we'll see. That's fair, but I feel like, you know, that's every roguelike, right? Or every roguelite is like, when we play Gunfire, I don't really feel like the runs are super different each time. It's just which character, which I guess maybe that's the thing, is the implication there is that there's not enough difference between builds. So I could see that. But if the gameplay is fun, especially considering we got it on sale, right? Yeah, I'm sure we'll get our money out of it. We're just gonna take things until I feel like I need to, like, start discarding shit. Because there are uses for low tier weapons, low tier blades, and things like that. You can use the whatever the fuck it's called, the prevalence system or whatever. That's something we really have not gone into because the crafting we did was very minor, very minor, straightforward crafting. Just right, I gotta pick up a box. I'm so used to the fucking block puzzles that we did at the end of the game that the ones at the beginning are like, what? I'm kind of curious, how many kills we need on crossbow. We only need 41 more kills for a new crossbow. Not bad. Oh, the lever! Balancing. I got stuck when I first jumped. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Gotta destroy a box. Why are you carrying that kitty around? You're very sleepy. He looks pretty sleepy. It's back to boss numero uno! Go farm some Hands of Light. You hope I can handle this. I don't know, man. It's gonna be pretty challenging, I'm sure. Oh! Can't degenerate him. Oops. A crit. One shot. Super close. Otis. Why? Look, come on. Come here. You're just gonna piss me off if you sit there. Come on! He does this thing where, like, I've blocked off my computer and he'll get up there anyways. He doesn't care. Just to get my attention. But I will reach down to pet him. Because I'm like, okay, he's right there. I'll give him a pet. some Dotus time. I'll give him a pet, but as soon as I HP plus 4. As soon as I go to pet him, he'll stand up, and in standing up, he will like wedge my hand against the bottom of my desk, preventing me from petting him. So it's this situation where it's like, I'm trying to do the thing that you want, you dingbat. Stop fucking getting in the way of you. Stop getting in the way of your own happiness. Stop getting in the way of your own happiness. He just pooing. He just pooing. Collar fucked up again. Oh, it's fucked up. There you go. Alright. I love you. Go on. Go on. You got some pets. But pets. But I could have more pets, yeah. He won't go to any of the, like, other cats go to other locations, and he can see them receiving the pets, but he just refuses to go to the same place. He just gets, like, sullen and moody instead. And it's like, why? Why do you do what you do? Our buddy! Hey, there we go. I was like, did we not turn that on? Oh, do we still have... Don't have tele... Oop. Those crits do feel nice. I will say, the crits do feel nice. I don't think heal levels up. No, it doesn't. Neither does generate. I'm gonna try to be religious about spamming all of the Grims I get, though. Nice. We're gonna stop by storage. I'm gonna disassemble weapons that we have that we don't care about. And I'm gonna throw blades into storage. Also put our shields away. We want to keep our wooden shields, because there are actually some interesting things that we can do with shields. I don't think there's anything that we can do with leather. I think leather is just crap regardless. But, we're gonna put away some of these more specific ones. Agales is that away. Heated is Phantom. So we'll keep the Pushpaka in the. That sounds fine. So yeah, there's some interesting things that we can do with some of the equipment. In basically like promoting up base types or combining types into other types, like differing types of gear be combined in different ways. I'm being very vague, but it's because it's very like complicated and there's a bunch of like charts or things. Like it's not a easy to remember system. So there are things to remember about it, like bronze and iron turns into Hagane. So you can promote things up, but more specifically, there are ways to convert stuff. Ow. Specifically, like, so for wooden shields, for example, you can take a wooden shield and a Damascus shield, and it will remain a Damascus shield. You can kind of like use it. It's not super useful, but at least as far as I'm aware, don't let me lie. But you can use it to kind of like boost up things, but keep it as Damascus. Like if you find a low base, so I don't know what you're finding low base Damascus stuff from. I suppose it's possible though. Crafting is one of the parts that I I've done in the past some like big crafting, but it's not one of the things that I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I did some super big crafts and I know everything about crafting. Absolutely fucking not. Um, They really should have given you the black trench coat, Ashley, after beating the game, and grayscale, Ashley. That would have been pretty cool. I don't know. I don't think there are any like sorts of differing costumes in the game. Won't get 15 chains for a while with the damage I'm doing. So if you want to go for like chain stuff, we just take one of the weapons that we pick up, right? Or we can intentionally do a couple things, like we can burn the phantom points in a weapon. We can use Phantom Pain to burn the points, and then have a better chance of that weapon's damage being crap, basically. Let's get some stats! If you are watching and you have no idea, you don't know much about Vagrant Story or anything like that, you might be asking, what's the point of doing New Game Plus if none of the enemies are like advanced to your level or anything like that? Third Braveheart. Super excited about that. Well, the thing is the enemies don't scale, but there are a lot of additional like secret bosses and secret enemies and things like that in the game. Secret areas, so there's a lot of additional content that gets unlocked. So it's still very worthwhile. And then there's also like challenging yourself, right? Like challenge runs and things like that, like no magic runs, or like no item runs or stuff like that. There's a lot of things that you can do. Obviously, so we have in-game weapons now, not the best weapons, but in-game weapons now. So obviously we're doing a lot to the enemies at the start. But eventually, even if you like build out the best weapons in the game, those only scale so high. Like there is a cap on how strong all of those weapons can get, and you do keep getting stats as you play over and over and over again. So eventually, you can become just colossally powered, but it does take a while to get that amount of stats. So it's kind of like one of those just rewarding the player for being really involved or really willing to like keep pushing. So yeah. And then there's like timed runs, like one of the titles that you can get is for beating the game in less than 10 hours, right? And that is, you have to have pretty damn good knowledge of the game regardless of whether you have OP shit or not. Haven't really talked about it, but the gun crafting in Parasite Eve can get pretty crazy too. But crafting in Parasite Eve is like a hard commit. You don't get to move shit around like in DS. That's true. That is very true. Yeah. Oh, I actually also store. No. Oh, we got something else. We're not gonna get enough gems between now and the next time. Ah, motherfucker! God, I hate it. I hate the confirmations. That's what's gonna get us to actually stop playing this, is eventually I'm just gonna get fed up of dealing with the fucking saving / confirming shit. I hate that I have to come over here and click for B, and then, okay, we confirm, have to press a button to back out, have to confirm that those are the items that I want to store, have to come here, hit OK, have to click which slot, have to wait for it to load, have to click, have to, even though I already clicked it, it's like, are you sure you want to overwrite this one? I have to press up, I have to click yes, I have to wait for it. Like it's so, there's so many like button interactions to store 2 items. And have to press a button to get out of that menu. Like it's like it could be made so much smoother. So much smoother. I was trying to jump over that one. Fucker. You bastard. Didn't get that one. All right, I've got to bring one of these over. It's gonna be so embarrassing when I get back to some of those fucking late game puzzles and I don't remember how to fucking do them. It's gonna be me staring at the fucking screen for another 15 minutes being like, oh well, it'd be what it'd be. That was way too fast. So many of these fucking early enemies. So much easier to beat now. So much easier to beat. I gotta be religious about using my grimoires. Strength +2. I actually find too much HP past a certain point in this game. Obviously, with certain bosses, you need a fair amount of HP, but for a lot of other shit, too much HP past a certain point actually kind of like gets me in trouble because I feel invulnerable, especially when you're just walking through the game on New Game Plus, and then you get to something that actually deals damage and you're lower than you should be. Oop. Oh, yeah, I'll take a iron spout though. I wish there were more block puzzles in the game. I say that there are, I believe, block puzzles that we didn't do. We just didn't go into those areas. So, plop, 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 plop. Yeah, I don't particularly care about. Take it. We're just taking everything. Trying to think about, so I've been threatening this for a while. I need to go in and clean out my storage, especially now that we're in New Game Plus. And once we get to some of the better things, we're gonna need to oh, fuck. That one wasn't in the right spot. Oops. Thought that one started in the right spot. It does not. Anyways, we're gonna need to go through our storage and clear things out. Once we get to a point to where we're actually like you can do it, Jared. You can brain. Nah! Don't look at me! I don't know that I would say I'm puzzling bad. I'm just fucking finger inputting bad. Is that the same thing? I don't know if that's the same thing. It might be the same thing. Hey! We got Heaven's Scorn. Let's see some Heaven's Scorn action. Air and light affinity. Piercing. Heaven's Scorn. I mean, that's pretty cool. Fucking thunderbolt from above. Nice, actually. Not even looking at me, lady. Okay, let's go drop some stuff off. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. I feel like we spent as much time dropping stuff into the box as we do actually going from box to box. Or... oh, right. Yeah, we can put entire things in, I suppose. Yeah, our space is real bad. Real bad. Have to go through our gems pretty soon too, to decide which ones we actually want to be carrying around with us. Because gems we can't break down, so we always want to have a couple of gem slots open. I guess, hold up, I should check. We've been getting, some... oh, no, our DP. Our DP is done! How's our DP done? We keep... what? Chain to it? Temper. Now, repairs a small amount of... so that's the thing, is we're not... let's see. A small amount is... it's just the amount that it took to hit them? Ah, shit. That's not good. We need to go repair this. 0 DP. We'll just keep going. Because we gotta go back anyway. But kind of to show this off. Am I just like... Yeah, I'm just barely keeping it afloat. That's funny. If that happens... Oh well. That was way fast. Also way fast. Yay, we did it. Okay. Oh, I need to luck something. Damn it, I need to luck something. Good lucks. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Else in here? No? we might be able to make it above ground tonight. Okay, I gotta repair. Gotta repair. Items. Setup. Air. Okay, disassemble some stuff. Weapons. Potentially care about that. Really care about that? Probably not. Okay. More storage. I'm gonna store a couple gems as well, I think. Probably a couple of duplicates of some. Almost out of space for blades. We'll store those knuckles. Okay, what are we gonna store? We're gonna store a white queen. We're gonna store a green jasper. We're gonna store a filthy topaz. I think we need 3 demonias. Like literally carrying around 3 demonias. Alright, easy peasy. $127 for the next build for the next crossbow. What are we looking like for others? 193 for the final sword. $64 next dagger. 44 for the next axe and mace. That's not bad. 66 for the next staff. And we don't have anything else. So we could do a barehanded run. That'd be fun. What's our... Just in case. Ah, right. Okay, left is proper way to go, right? Left is proper way to go. Get locked in here. Is that a heal on that? I think it is. Ooh, 80. God damn. Heal. Bosom Cleaver! And use ult. Another one that doesn't level up. Man, I can just imagine, like, other sequel to a game, right? Like, advancing this magic system in the way that it works, right? Like, letting magic, differing types of magic, like, things like, fixate, for example, right? Letting that level to the point to where you can, like, manipulate objects with fixate, like, reposition them or things like that. There's a bunch of really cool shit that you could do in like a sequel to this game. God, I wish there was a sequel to this game. Trap room. Yep. I don't think there's a chest or... Leather is crap. Crap. Oh, that would be a wildly painful challenge run to do, is every time... Well, I say wildly challenging. It would be kind of an like a progression run. Is basically like every gear piece you get, you have to equip and then get rid of the previous piece. It'd be kind of wild. Yeah, you gonna punch me. Shoot him in the gooch. The joy of New Game Plus. Not actually having to fiddle faddle with your gems. Just being able to be like, hey, I didn't have buffs when I fought you the last time. Now I do. Die. Ugh. +4. I wonder what stat wheel I'm on. Stacy, 10-hour speedrun seeming a lot more plausible. Oh yeah, it's definitely plausible. You just can't like lollygag. Like in fact, I think the speedruns are a lot lower than that. I think the speedruns are probably around like, well, I don't know if they're like new game speedruns. I bet are probably closer to like the 2 or 3 hour mark, but I could be wrong. You gotta just really know where you're going and not fuck around. I know there are, like, Fandango-only runs, you know? That kind of stuff's pretty fun. $298. Just check the leaderboards at speedrun. If it's a sub-hour, okay, I was gonna say. If it was a sub-hour, I was gonna lose my shit. But sub-2 hours, yeah, that seems plausible for me. You know exactly where you're going. You know exactly... You're not fighting 95% of the enemies. You know exactly which boss you're facing next. You know exactly, right? Like, because you know, the 30 hours that we spent, a goodly portion of those 30 hours was spent just in my menus. Like, oh, let's analyze this. New Game Plus is only a half hour faster. Yeah, well, New Game Plus is only a half hour faster because it's still just, most of the game is just running around. You know? The half hour faster is just, oh, I have better gear, so I can kill the things more easily. You know? Come on down, buddy. You coming over? Look, I don't want to be in the midst of a box thing when you're... There we go. Break arch you? Hey, yes! Okay, what do we gotta do? We gotta shoot the right thing. There are only 7 runners. If you submit any run at all and submit any run at all and I'm in the top 10, nice. Nice. Oh. You know, that would be the thing that I do, is I go after all the years put into this channel, and talking about how Vagrant Story is one of my favorite games ever, and never playing it on stream, and then finally playing it on stream, immediately I just full send, and it's all I do. And I become like full-time, like, Vagrant Story speedrunner. Don't do anything else. Every day is just like either practicing speed runs or doing like community challenge runs. Community's like, hey, play the game with only this. I don't want to do that because as soon as people are like, hey, new game and only use magic, I'm gonna be like, no. I'm just gonna be like, no. Absolutely not. I try to magic this guy though. Thermal breath. Can he cook us? There is no threat anymore. What do we have? We don't have avalanche at all because we didn't use it. Dang. All right, well that's just gonna take forever then. We'll just do our normal stuff. How's my dragon damage? Pretty bad. Pretty bad actually. I guess I do have 2 Dragonites now. Can I degenerate these guys? Can't degenerate. Can I stun cloud him? I guess I can frost fusion. Yeah. No, honestly, not that much. Remember when we did the race for this, and this was literally the finish line for that race? And I'm pretty sure it took us all longer than apparently the whole game speedrun does. That's a little embarrassing. Drink +1. Ever said we were good speedrunners? I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. What are my fucking stats right now, actually? 126, 127, 122. So we're getting agility wheels. Although we just did get 4 on intelligence, which means we would have been 123. So we're still getting agility wheels. It's something that I never really talked about either when we were doing our first run, but so you see these random stats that I get. The game actually has like a self-correcting measure. All those roulette wheels that you get from bosses, they are not all the same wheel. There are 3 different variations. There's a strength wheel, an int wheel, and an agility wheel. And the wheel that you get is determined by your statuses without equipment, not counting your equipment. So just your base raw stats, whatever your lowest stat is. In our case, right, agility is our lowest stat. It is the wheel that you will get, is whatever your lowest stat is. And that wheel is slightly different than the other 2 wheels in that it will have typically has like 1 or 2 other things aside from that stat, but it has slightly better boosts for that stat as kind of like a self-correcting measure, right? With the idea being that if agility is your lowest stat, then you're going to get, theoretically, you'll keep getting the agility wheel, and you will have a chance of getting better agility stat ups, which in theory will eventually bring you up to equal with a different stat, etc., etc. But yeah, it's just kind of like a little background balancing thing. I remember my physical copy of VS from way back when it stopped reading eventually, so you ended up tying it to a string and hanging it from your rearview mirror in your car for years. Nice. Now the game is kind of rare at $100, including jeweled case. Damn. I don't know if I still have a copy anywhere. I think I do, but I'm not positive. All of my games are just shoved in boxes. Crimson Key. As you know. You have all yours very sorted and very well documented? Yeah. I'm actually gonna intentionally not buff. Try to get some chains going. Ah, fuck. But I feel like I'm so far away. You can give you the pricing chart link and find any game from that list easily. It's been kind of a thing trying to replace all the games you lost over years, but so many of them are now pricey. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Don't shoot me. How about Dwayne? Poison mist! I forget that motherfucker just has 5 billion fucking chain resistance. That's okay, he still dies. His soul is not ready! Sucks a suck, nerd! HP plus. Oh. Hockey and Rocky 2. Take 500 to get it back? Jesus. Christy. That's too many hundies. There's a heal over. There is. I don't think I ever showed that off when I was playing last time. That's a loose? You're loose. It's just iron. We can't do Hagane here, right? $1,300? Fuck that. Kirby's Dream Land 3 is 200 loose. Played the shit out of that back in the day. Holy fuck. Handle this kind of shit. Or... Huh. Huh. Didn't realize there was a sort like that. Discard, yes. Discard, yes. Discard, yes. For some of the. Alright, let's take a look at some shit. I can make Hagane. Honestly, I really don't care about a lot of the lower base types. Like, legitimately, I don't care about, like, 90% of these things. I kind of have that vibe of, like, oh, it'd be cool to have, like, one of everything, but... but the issue with that is not having, like, endless storage. Yeah, we're gonna clear out some stuff, and we're gonna be choosier. I will say, I don't think that it's very cool that... So, I get that your grip and blade space is double what your weapon space is, but your weapons count in your blades and grips, which I don't like. I wish you had... Here's a container slot for assembled weapons. You have 32 slots in that, so you can have 32 fully assembled weapons. And then you have 64 blade slots. You not the 32 that are already assembled, but a extra 64. So that you can, like, have a bunch of additional components and stuff like that. That would be really cool to me. But we always farm stuff that we feel like we need. Most of the stuff is very low tier, though. Not really worried about it. That's another thing that I don't really like about the crafting in this game. Is it is very... So you can take... if my memory is correct, right? Like, you can take some very low tier pieces of gear. So you have, like, for example, an iron, like the blade for the Fandango, right? Or bronze, you have the Fandango, right? And then you have an iron, I think like a Spatha is a pretty low tier, right? Like, you can combine those, and if you have, I think it's the same blade. I don't know if it's the same blade typing, or if it has to be the exact same blade. I don't remember. I think it might have to be the exact same blade. You can tier up the material, right? Like bronze and iron make Hagane. But you can also tier up like typings, right? So like you can the weapons are in tiers. So we take like the fluted gear, not just the weapons, all the gear is in tiers. If we take like the fluted gear, right, that we got at the final dungeon, that gear is like the fourth from the top or something like that. I don't remember what actual tier it is, but there's a couple of sets of gear that are above that in raw strength, right? Like raw stats. And then obviously, right, the material of the gear enhances it, etc., etc. But you can boost up the tiers by combining various pieces of gear. But you can also just get a lot of the gear types. You can just get them as drops. Some of the drops are really low, obviously, like percentages, but it's kind of a scenario of, it's like I don't know that the way that the crafting system works really encourages the concept of like I think it's almost easier to just go farm a drop and use the drop and then turn that drop into a superior weapon than it is to actually like do some weird... There are some obvious good crafting shenanigans that you can do. Like combining silver and Hagane can make Damascus, so there are some nice bumps that you can do, but it's kind of a weird situation. I don't know. I'm kind of off on a tangent here, but it's kind of a situation where I do wish playing through the game in New Game Plus. I do wish that there was more. One, I wish the crafting was more robust, but I also wish the crafting was just clearer on exactly what you're doing and what you can do, because the crafting is very oblique, right? I gotta get up in the morning to do stuff. I don't want to. Alright, let's GTFO. Pull that out, actually. Oops. What do I have? I have analyze, explosion, and unlock. Unlock. Well, we'll have to find a chest. Analyze and explosion. Right here. Analyze. Still only a 58% chance. Like, that will never not drive me wild. Explosion! Explosion level 2! That could be level 3. Sad. And look, we can explosion things to death. Except it costs way too fucking much mana. No, not the bloodsuckers! Fucking bats. Alright, it's to the right first, right? I explosion him. Eh. That'll work. Good enough. Aha! Found by magic. Fuck you, game! Fucking rude. Fucking rude! Thanks, I hate it. Thanks. I hate it. I don't want any. Shield. Don't actually think I want any of these. Yeah, if we're being like choosy about gear, I'm gonna stop grabbing the shit that I legitimately don't care about. God damn it. Why do I have an inability to do this now? Right when I got it, he died. Big surprise. It's because the rhythm is different. A bulb? You use no bulbs? I get bulbs all the way to the top. Use that real quick. Stuck. Mimic! There's a trap here. I know there's a trap here. Still gonna open the chest. Sigil, that, not the rest. Alright, there's an eruption right there. Actually, what is down there? Okay, so that's just from that side. So this is a key, isn't it? That's the hyacinth. Yeah, we come out through that door and then with the hyacinth. Yes, I remember. I remember now. Well, fucking okay then. Holy shit. This is our first phantom. Wyvern. No big deal. I don't remember if wyverns are specifically weak to water or not. I think they are, but just shoot it in the fucking... Not doing very good on the trains. Ah! Getting +1s. Womp womp. Just be what it be. Fucker. I can't see! Whatever. Good enough. No! Come back! What am I doing here? Did the exact wrong thing. I did the exact wrong thing. Don't do that thing. That thing I just did. That's the wrong thing to do. Puzzling bad. Okay. Thought there were 4 of them. Made it through. At least it's healing instead of stunning me. Okay then. Alright, let's save real quick. Because it's been a little bit since we've actually saved. I'm gonna try to do a better job of bouncing between saves, at least 2 of them. I believe to the right is boss. We just get lucky. 2 hits is probably enough. Yeah, that's enough. What's this? Silver key. Or making a list. Alter how I make this. That's a silver key. We never went back here. Tell you that. I don't think so, anyways. I think they're really strong against piercing, so I don't know that... Yeah. The box is real tough. Blood bones work though. Mother fucking. Unlock! You better work! Fuck you! Fuck you! We already have a salamander ring. Just don't, right? Like if I want to deal with item management, just don't take these things, right? Yeah. Easy. I'm getting it. I'm logicking. I'm understanding the concept. Don't pick up shit you don't want. Okay? Okay, we got this stuff. Who's this guy? This is the first, like, mini Ifrit, right? Yeah. Do I have a... Damn! That does some damage. I'll go blast this man. Do it again! Holy shit. It's casting run. I'm surprised he's not dead, honestly. Okay, well, he was very close. New ranking! We are a Spectre Bane! Hey, we broke 4 million points. HP plus 5. Flame Sphere, yes. That can actually upgrade.
What's up, Biscuit? Come here, my little biscuit. Mwah. Mwah. You quit squirming. Say hi. Hi, Bisky. Hi, he's like, no! Let me down! Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, you little Jigglypuff. Goes all the way up to 100 million? Jeez. Ugh. Last 3 require having a certain number of titles. That's interesting. As well as score? Very interesting. I just make the jump from 1. I can't. Yeah. Oh boy. Wait, no. Did you just degenerate me? Bastard. Alright. Lamb. See what we can get. That was pretty fun. Pagani Goblin Club, sure. Give me that one.
Turn sigil. I'm not about this not killing those guys in one hit lifestyle, so we're gonna get rid of the degenerate, which is still on us. Ah. Oh, we're already Heracles. Actually, do I know what these guys are weak to? Are these guys weak to flame spear? Not weak to fire. Not weak to air. Not weak to earth. Not weak to light. Not weak to dark. Is it water? Oh, no.
Ay, nay.
Wow. Is it piercing? Because I think that's the issue. Is I think our crossbow is actually blunt right now. I think the Cranaquin is blunt. Three shots should do it. Ooh, not quite. Alright. Fucko. Fuck you! I'll just keep doing it. That is the cool one, honestly. Probably one of the best execution scenes. P+2! Actually, I'm happy about P+2. We already have that, right? Yeah, it's Frost that we don't have. Right? Kind of interesting. I do think he was weak to air. But air... I guess it's because it's... Elixir of Kings! Strength up! Give us a good thing! Yeah, we're happy to have +3. Glaive. And a bronze glaive. Actually, we're being quite choosy, so I think we're really okay to continue rather than go back and drop stuff off. About to go, Undercity? Our first trip into Undercity, I think. Oh, right. I don't remember what this is. Oh, right. Okay. Enemies we actually care about. Can we chain silence on this guy? I don't remember. I think... Maybe, maybe not. Where are we? Okay, yeah, we are still Undercity West, but... Okay, this is a new shit, so we might have to be cautious. That's death. Yeah, that's death. I knew it as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh no. When was the last time we saved? For shame. For shame. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I should be saving at all the I should be saving at all the save points. Especially now that we're potentially dipping. I've been cruising too much. Especially now that we're dipping into locations. Okay, we don't have to fight there. We can kind of care less about what's happening. Well, that's a New Game Plus area. Like you can't get into that area unless you're in New Game Plus, because we unlock that with the Rude Inverse, with the tattoo, basically. So that was very much a New Game Plus enemy. That's the upgraded version of the Lich. I don't know if it's like a Lich King or something, I think is what it's called. We want that, and we don't want any. Excuses, yes. Actually, yes. Definitely excuses. Actual excuses. Okay. We kind of have been blasting through, so we don't have that much to make up. We got 2 bosses, both of which were very easy. I'm actually going to try a slightly different tactic on this guy. I'm going to see if I can just enlighten and then psycho drain him. And then fucking aqua him twice for death. I hope so. Actually, doesn't seem like that. Hold up. Yeah, okay, that's more like it. I still don't think 2 is gonna be enough, but it might be. You don't have much over 300. Last time I think we did like right at 300. Hey, we did. Very nice. Magic plus 1. Yeah. See, I gotta be careful not to catch myself in there. Jeebus. Okay, so we're almost caught up. Heracles degenerate and then start blasting him. Pretty positive he's also weak to air, so we could luft. That's kind of wild that he's not already dead. That's nearly 400 damage. Look, I just wanted to see this awesome finishing scene a second time. That was the goal. HP plus 5! I feel the shade from Jay talking shit. Alright. Talking truth. Wow. Even worse. Even worse. Talking truth is even worse. What's in there? I don't remember what's in there. Is it the crab? It might be the crab. Okay, we saved. We're gonna try again. Alright, that's the easy one. We're going to Heracles. We're going to Stacia, I guess. And we're gonna magic word. Why? Immediately ward up again. Immediately ward up again. Right. That's the more difficult one gone. Okay. Probably should have done that last time. You're right. I should have. I definitely should have.
What are you scamping around for? Come here. Come here. Smell like kibble. Smell like kibble. You a good boy? A sweet oolong boy? You the sweetest oolong boy?
He's so photogenic. He's so photogenic. Oh.
There you go, buddy.
That's not one of the big ones, is it? I think that's one of the big ones. No, I think that's one of the small ones. Play it safe. I think this is one of the small ones. Definitely one of the small ones. What the fuck am I? Oh! Oh! Ew! Alright, hold that thought. I gotta pee real quick. And I was like, maybe I just end stream, but I actually want to keep going for a little bit. So, one momento, I'm gonna go pee. BRB.
Ski, I triple kitties. Un momento, I gotta take a picture. Aw. We did your picture. Hey, hey. Aw.
Ah, my finger's in the way. My finger's in the way twice. Why am I bad at this?
I need some full on.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A momento, I'm gonna post these in the Discord. That's pretty good. Some pretty good kit pics. Okay, I need to undo my stuff. Is this who I think it is? Yeah, we might have to actually do the whole fucking thing here. Might have to do the whole enchilada, because otherwise it's gonna be very difficult to hurt him. Right, status. Oh, no, he's not that bad. Chest is actually pretty weak to physical. Otherwise, it's light. And it is piercing? Oh, right, I gotta remember. This stupid fucking... This is why we gotta upgrade our fucking crossbow. Because our crossbow is not actually piercing. But, the crossbow skills are. So, I think we can actually just heaven scorn him. Need to boost ourselves, though. And probably degenerate him. Counter! Counter! Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Okay, now... Probably 3 of these. Maybe 4? Only 2. Nice. Alright, was not that bad. Okay, silver key. Maybe I don't use guides. Maybe I'm just in this mood where I just really want to, like, not. I don't know. We'll see. Another silver key scenario. This is just the iron key. That's no big deal. I think we've seen that a couple times already, actually. I think actually I know exactly where this is. But just in case I'm wrong, we'll notate it. Go from there. Hit up this save real quick. Where are we at? What's the next thing we're doing? It's about, we're going through the walls next, right? And then into... No, I thought we were about to go down into Undercity West. I think maybe we are just a different part of it. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so that. Okay, game. I don't really care about marking doors that aren't gonna bud. Damn. Okay, one up here. I need to get out of the habit of running around with damage on me. Because, as we have seen, we can run into the bad things that actually do the damage. Alright, we are in Undercity West, yeah. We're just in a different location. Okay. And I remember where that iron key door is. Oh, we're about to be crabbed. why I'm picking up Knuckles. Knuckles are not gonna be full. How close are we to our next break? 41. Blinking away. Getting there slowly but surely. That silver key. Is it the same place? That is. Why do I care about that being... I guess it's, I don't care about it. It's just once I have the silver key, it makes maneuvering around in Undercity quite a bit easier. I guess that's fair. Alright, crab boss. I actually think the first break art might be good because I think the mouth is weak to piercing. I think he's weak to fire. Yeah. That's some pretty good damage on Crab. Not bad. The worst. No. Ugh. It do be that way. My God, dude, you were rolling so bad. So bad. Like, legitimately somewhat concerningly bad. It do be that way sometimes. It do be that way sometimes. But, damn. Damn. Okay. Oh, which one's this one? Iron key. Over here to the right is Snowfly, right? And haven't got any equipment. Sure. This is just gotcha. And this also is a dead end. The silence was not needed, but still. Okay, so this one I don't think we ever opened either. That one I do want to notate. Dodie. Dodie. That's an iron key. I believe we have to do that one. Yeah, that's Sunless Way. Yeah, so we definitely have to do that one. Worth that time. Up into the walls. Right? No, this is Snowfly. Okay. Snowfly is a great place for us to end. Oh fuck. Okay, so yeah, we made a lot of progress tonight in our new game plus run. 3.5 hours in. And half of that is just me sitting on the screen fiddle faddling because I've only been streaming for 2 hours and 50 minutes, so less actual playtime. If we ever go for the 10-hour thing, we're gonna have to chop chop Wonder how long it would take to get 100 million score, like how many runs? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the score, like... Because we didn't nearly full clear. We had so many bosses left. I don't know if doing, like, more full clear, like, makes the score go up exponentially faster. Or if it doesn't, and it really is just, like, a chase of, like, probably... I don't know. 100 million. A lot. A lot. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Anyways, that's it for tonight's session. Making our way further. Not much new stuff, but we did find one little area that we could get into with the root inverse, so that's kind of interesting. We will continue progressing. We basically just gotta... You stop getting ranks per 1 million after you hit 5. Yeah, I assume it goes to, like, every 5, or maybe, like, once you get to 10, and then 20, or, I don't know. We'll see. Well, I say we'll see. We probably will not see. I probably will not play like that. But, anyways, that is going to be the last session of Vagrant Story for a little bit. We have plans to play some Abyssus tomorrow, I think is what it's called. We're shifting a Friday multiplayer day over to Thursday because I'm going to be out Friday. It's Memorial Day weekend, so a lot of people are going to be out, but I'm going to be out Friday and Saturday as well. So, depending on what's up with Jay and depending on when I get back on Sunday, we might swap Tales of the Abyss over to Sunday. And if we do not, then depending on when I get back, maybe I play some Vagrant Story Sunday. If not, if no to those things, then the next time we play Vagrant Story will be on Monday. So, gonna be a little bit, but the plan still holds. I might, if we're not super far away from... I'd have to head back up out of Undercity West and go back to the second workshop, but if I find the time, if I find the time, then maybe I'll run over there and start working on the whole fucking cleaning out storage and shit like that. But realistically, even with how quickly we're kind of breezing through things, we probably have another session of New Game Plus before we really get back to the point to where we're close to the workshops where we can actually do work in, right? We're not going to access God Hands or anything like that, which is the ultimate workshop, anytime soon. I think you need the golden key for that, which I don't think we're anywhere near getting. But point being is probably won't end up doing the storage thing because I have time, so we'll see. God Hand, good PS2 game. It was interesting. I think it's cool. I every time I think of God Hand, I just think of Air Gaze. Because I think the main character from God Hand is in Air Gaze. God bless the ring. God, that game was so wild. That game was so wild because for more than anything, that game was so wild because it was a whole fighting game, and then it also had an entire like separate weird action RPG game inside of it. And it was incredibly strange. I do not know. But I have very vague memories of it. It goes rarely spoken of, yeah. Super rarely spoken. Anyways, that's it. I gotta pop off because I need to do some things before I go to bed, and I have to actually go to bed at a decent time tonight because I have things to do tomorrow. So because FF characters, woo! Yeah, it's a little strange. But well, I mean, it has a lot of pretty interesting characters in it. But maybe that's a game that I noodle around with. Not like a game where I like fully commit to like streaming crazily, but like maybe I just noodle around with it, or maybe that can be like one of those games where in between like bigger games, you know how you and I have those games where we'll boot up for like a night or two. Maybe that's one of those games that we boot up for a night and we just like smash each other's faces in air gaze and see how it goes. That'd be interesting. I'd be down to noodle. I think the action RPG thing is also multiplayer, so that might be something that we could actually look at. I don't know. I feel like that would be super wonky. I feel like I have these memories of like a lot of like really old obscure games, and almost every time I go back to them, like for example, I think it's called Dark Zone. I used to have like these very vivid memories of it, and I was like, didn't I love this game? And I went back to it like a year or two ago and tried to play it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't actually play this, did I? I am an adult, and I do not understand anything that is happening right now. Like, how do I play this? It was wild. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. We'll be back tomorrow with some new game, Abyssus. Gonna be fun. We'll see you. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.